And next up is a book launch actually. You've got some books with you. If anyone wants to buy this book, it's new out, it's awesome. We've just published it. It's by X-Band Books, which means one language in Urdu. And I would like to introduce to the stage one of the Electric Kool-Aid Trio, who's also an excellent writer, novelist, and now poet. And this is a really great book. We've been working on this a little while, been helping edit it, and it's called Original Soundtrack. And it's really great. It's about growing up in London, it's about funk, it's about ska, it's about love, it's about sex, it's about racism, it's about all sorts of real things. So, Dominic Nelson-Ashley, everyone!
Hey! Woo! So, thank you. Yeah, I've written this poetry book. Basically, I've got 2 kids who are teenagers, so I thought I'd write about them and when I was a teenager. So, this is the first one. It's called Black Mafiosa, and it's about my daughter. And I really should give a co-writing credit on this because most of it, well, all of it is exactly the words that came out of her mouth, and the only bit I've added is the Black Mafiosa. Right, so here we go. If you cross me, I will cut off your head and put it in the bin. I will not cry. I am not a nasty person, but I know some people who are, and I'm going to tell them about you. You leave me no choice. You brought this upon yourself. You don't mess with the Black Mafiosa. You're pathetic. You know nothing. How much do you make? You're not bringing enough mullah to the fan. If we weren't related, I wouldn't want to know you. I would literally cross over to the other side of the street. I know you're my mum, but I don't like you. Never have, never will. I don't think we can ever be friends. How about unnecessary acquaintances? When you're old, I'm not going to visit you or look after you. You are dead weight. So what if I'm 6? Nobody messes with a Black Mafiosa. So obviously some of you have met my daughter, yeah? Now, she said those things when she was like 6. So she's 15 now, so I wrote this poem in the summer and I read it to her. And this is her response, right? So this is her when she's 15, which is like earlier in the year. Why are you laughing? I have said nothing funny. I've put you on my list, and you know what that means. Shit gets done. Respect the order. Always, always, always get the details right. I said, I'll grab you, cut off your head, and chop your body into small pieces, and put you in the bin. I will send that bin, with you inside it, down a hill, and lose some of the pieces. Some of the pieces will fall out. How can I be shady if I do it in broad daylight? It is not my fault if other people are scared of me. If other people fear me, that's an added bonus. Nobody messes with a Black Mafiosa. Shut up. Put your hands down. Keep them down low where I can see them, or I will end your life. So what if I'm 15? So what if you're proud of my school results? I'm not going to give you a high five in public. Put your hand down or I will end you. Nobody messes with a Black Mafiosa. All right, I'll do a fist bump then. My daughter is an avid book consumer and family house dictator and the owner of a pair of pink boxing gloves. Okay, right, so that's my daughter, and this is about my son, right? This is called money. Okay. I said, it is an African tradition that you should hand over your first pay packet to your parents as a sign of gratitude and respect. My firstborn, heir to my kingdom, said, I'm only quarter African, so it doesn't apply to me. I said, you're really expensive to grow. I'll take 25%. I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, so I used to live in London. I hope you have still got the accent. And then I moved to a town called Wantage. It's near Oxfordshire, and it's famous for King Alfred the Great being born there. And now, when I lived there, we were the only black family, and there were 15,000 other people who didn't look anything like me. So this is a poem about that time, and it's called Noah's Ark. We have one of everything here, but no beggars. We have one of everything, we have all we need. Summertime is forever. We have one punk rocker, one row of houses with Roman pillars, one boy with Christmas decorations in his bedroom all year round. We have one type of weather, 10th of July. Summertime is forever. We have a statue of Alfred, the old king, but nobody could remember what he looked like, so he chiseled on the face of a local councillor. Drunkards, rebels, undesirables try to climb it every 31st of December midnight to break the new year in. We have one black family, one half-caste lot living in the children's home. We have Woolworths Pick and Mix. We have one Chinese takeaway, the Jade Palace. Chips and curry sauce to go. We lied. We have two churches, one Protestant, one Catholic. We don't need any more. We have two priests, one priest who does masses for IRA hunger striker Bobby Sands. He has to leave. One worshipping at the heavenly breasts of the 16-year-old Virgin Mary. He can stay. We have 4 TV channels. We have many opportunities for you to be whatever the factory up the road wants you to be. We are at the centre. We are at the middle of Middle England. We have problems like everybody else. Summertime is forever. The punk rocker went bald. The Jade Palace is closing down. We need more security guards around the statue. Kids watch too much TV. Scientists say global warming is real. Summertime is forever. Okay, so I went to secondary school in London for 1 year before I moved, and this is about that school. Now, Elvis Costello went to this school. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! And one of the people out of One Direction went to the same school. Oh, right, yeah. So it's a split audience, yeah? Right, so this is about that school and my time there, and it's called St. Mark's. So you reckon you're tough, so you think you're hard. I'm from Hounslow, West London, School of Hard Knocks, St. Mark's. By the bus station, 1977, concrete playground and rock-solid hearts, 3-lane carriageway, slow-lane education, 8 till 4, that's us. So you think you're tough, so you reckon you're hard. I'm from Hounslow, West London, Rundown Secondary, St. Mark's. We got Dave Ranalli, David Irons, Arturo Travagli. We got a melting pot of skin colours, flared trousers and theatre lovers. Strutting about wearing round-topped, wooden-soled beetle crushers. We got Lance and the we got Lance and the sport-obsessed, long-limbed Afro boys. We got Mark Delph and Bobby Verma in the briefcase squad. We got kids riding bareback in the toilets. We got a 12-year-old boy who broke into the headmaster's office, got drunk on whiskey, then stole a bus. A bus. We got a kid who got run over, brushed it off and said, I'm still going in for the knowledge. We got dreams, we all got dreams. So you reckon you're tough, so you think you're hard. I'm from Hounslow, West London, School of Harsh Truths, St. Mark's. St. Mark's, never heard of us. Rule number 1, what goes on in school stays in school. Rule number 2, don't get caught fighting in between the quick-fire break time gobbling and fingering. Do not, under any circumstances, get caught fighting. A swing with the left, a lean in with the right, what's that? A raw, unrefined attempt at an uppercut? Oh really? When the PE teacher catches boys fighting, he's got a single solution in his armory. No other options at the refectory table. No detention, no lines, no expelling, no explanation, no letter home. He barks, roll up, roll up, roll up. Everybody line up at the gym door. Have 1 penny entrance fee ready. Get your bum sat around the mat. 2 mop head warriors go toe to toe. No grappling, no holding, no mouth guards, no refunds. Each boxer gives a barrage of blows with gloves bigger than their heads. The shortest, the most vicious with wild swings. A quick victory, early stoppage, TKO done. I hear soft-bellied juveniles these days can't take a punch. A southpaw from life, they take a 10 count, give up. So I've got to ask, how many rounds can you go? We got alumni bus drivers, celebrities and stars you don't know. We had dreams, we all had dreams. For every Declan McManus, there's an Elvis Costello. We had dreams, we all had dreams. So you think you're tough, you reckon you're hard. I'm from Hounslow, West London, School of Real Life. I represent St. Mark's. Okay, this one's called Ghosts. This is about the first time I realized I was being chatted up. So, to give you some context, before I became a music producer, back then I was one of those annoying people that went up to DJs and said, oh, you really ought to play this track. It's going to go down really well. So DJs would get fed up with me. So, this is about the first time I realized I was being chatted up. It's called Ghosts, and you'll soon work out why it's called Ghosts. She's got pale blue eyes with a hint of grey, fog rolling off an Irish mountain or a dewy winter morning. Claire has blue eyes, and a jumper that, to my recollection in the night, is tight enough to make me think about combing my knotted afro and buying some aftershave. What does that mean? She has flat black hair that lies across her shoulders, and her eyes widen when I look at her. What does that mean? It's my birthday, a present, 5-inch long Mars bar in Christmas wrapping, chocolate outside, caramel soft toffee inside. What does that mean? She makes my charcoal-coloured cheeks hot. What does that mean? She sits next to me in geography, studying mountains, tectonic plates, how they rub up against each other, disrupt, grate and slide. History, studying ancient civilizations, how they rub up against each other, disrupt, grate and slide. Biology, boobs, fallopian tubes. Is it all right if I stay behind, sir? Extracurricular? Until this feeling subsides. Geography again. With a wafer-thin gap between us, measured to several decimal places, she squeezes my inner thigh. What does that mean? Friday, disco, darkness, tunes, up-tempo ones to throw our bodies around to. She ignores them. What does that mean? I know the DJ. Ghosts, the sound of Japan, slow, analog flutes, reverberated glockenspiels, off-key mallets. We have dry ice and space. She grabs my bum, crushes me into her navy blue jumpsuit. I think I know what this means. Drunken, eager kisses long after the song ends. Just when I thought I was winning and my chance came to be king, my African father's bass voice, louder than the disco speakers. What is this report? Your work is slipping. Let's look at the list of jobs. Lawyer, doctor, engineer. Gigolo is not there. End this intercultural, non-academic foolishness. Casanova is not on the curriculum. I see her picture older. First thing that gets me, before the clothes, Gaelic tin whistles and Guinness pints, is the hint of school, foggy morning, misty blue eyes. All right, I'm going to do one more, and then I'm done. If I can find it. All right, here we go. It's called Standing Still. You can jive, you can smile, you can sing, you can dance, but you can't stand still. You can have Latin hips and African lips, but you can't stand still. You can run 100 meters in 10 seconds flat, but you can't stand still. Win gold in the heptathlon, beat drugged up Olympians, but you can't stand still. You can jump, slam dunk, kick a ball, run and score, prance, dance, start in a panto farce, shake your ass, and with your brethren, mash up the dance. But you can't stand still, because if you stop, stay planted in one spot, stay rooted, we have to sit down and listen to your opinions. Reparations, TV representations, police brutality, blackface, the rise of the far right, foreign aid destabilizing Africa. That sounds like a lot of expenditure of energy. That sounds like a lot of hard work. Thank you. I'm Dominic Nelson-Ashley. The book is called Original Soundtrack, and my glamorous assistant wearing the hat over there is selling them.
Mr. Dominic Nelson-Ashley, my dear friend. And, well, you can buy his book, it's amazing. You know, Dominic just like, you know, most of us think, oh, poetry, yeah, we're struggling. Dominic, after writing 3 novels, he said to me and Bob, well, I want to do some of this spoken word now. And he just wrote a book in about 10 minutes. It's amazing. And every single poem in the book is that good and that funny. So we hope Dominic's going to tour that all over the place.